Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, AAH the King, bringing you guys a commentary here today. What I got with you guys today is a guest with me. It's my cousin. I'm not going to say his name because he's going to introduce himself in just a second. But I want to go ahead and say, what is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a good day today, and here's my cousin. Let him introduce himself. It's pretty self-explanatory. He's got a story for you guys. We'll see what he says.
Hello guys, my name is Bruce. So there I was in the Outback, me and my mate, we were ripping heads off kangaroos. It was a great day. So there I was, me and him walking into class. You know, it was probably what, the 5th grade? Yeah, the 5th grade, that would be my guess. And we walk in and all of a sudden there's a red roo. He's just sitting right there. That is the most dangerous animal in the Outback if you guys did not know. Turn your back on him for 3 seconds, your face is ripped clean off on the ground. You'll never get that back. Unless I sew it back on. But anyway, there we were, we walked into class, red roo there. Me and my mate were like, what the hell? It's his classroom. We can't have no red roos in here. So we jumped on his back. He's kicking and punching. I mean, he gets a good knock in on my mate. He gets knocked out. All of a sudden, you know, I jump on his back. I'll give him a good whopping right there on the side of the chin. He don't like that very much. He kicks me right in the nuts. I'm on the ground for at least 30 seconds. Anyway, I'll get back up. I don't have my knife on me, of course. It's school, you know, so I have to go hand-to-hand techniques. I jump on him, I rip an ear off. I don't know why I did, I just felt like a good thing at the time. Obviously, it lost his balance a little bit because he was wobbling around. Might be because I ripped his ear off. Anyway, I picked him up by the tail, swung him around, hit him on the teacher's desk. He really didn't like it very much. By this time, my mate was up, so he grabbed him by the head, ripped his face clean off, just see how he liked it. He didn't like it very much. He died shortly after. Yeah, and then me and my mate, we had a couple more adventures, but I'm not sure I'm going to tell you right now, so I'm going to give it back to my mate over here.
Well, hey guys, it's coming back to you guys just today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that story, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk a couple of interesting stories. I'm going to ask him a couple questions. Since my boy Bruce, he's got a couple of different things going on, you know, just whatever he's got going on out in the Outback, and I'm going to see what he's got today. So, alright, first question for you today, Bruce, is when you're going out in the Outback, what is the one thing you bring with you?
Well, I always like to bring my mate. You never go anywhere in the Outback alone, even if you're me. I mean, I could fight all the animals in the Outback at once, but it's better to have a mate there with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get it.
Alright, so that's the first question out of the way. You know, that's the main thing. You know, everybody always asks, what is the first thing you would bring? Obviously, it's a mate. You know, it makes sense. It's something I never even thought about. But it's because I'm a pussy. I stay away from that kind of shit. But obviously, he's out there in the middle of all this shit. So the next question I got for you today is, if you were out there alone, just so happened to be you forgot your mate, and what is the worst thing that you could think of that you would encounter out there in the wilderness, out in the Outback?
Well, I just so happened to be out in the Outback by myself around 1986, I think it was. It was a terrible day. I mean, it was just pouring and raining. There must have been 50 red roos, couple of cobras out there. You know, I made a couple of belts out of the cobras. They're real nice. I'll sell them, but not to you guys. You guys don't. You got to earn them. But yeah, the red roos came at me, and you know, I started, ripping heads off. It was a good time. I jumped out there with my knife. Of course, I always got my knife on me. You can't go anywhere without a knife in the Outback. You'll be dead in a day. Anyway, I jump on there, and I'll get some roos, and we just happened to be by this lake, so I jump in. There must have been an 80-foot croc right there. He had teeth the size of my arm, talons the size of me in general. So I jump in, I'm not afraid to get eaten sometimes, you just gotta do it, it's part of the circle, right? So I jump right in his mouth to get away from the red roos. I crawl back in his stomach, I don't like this guy eating me very much, so I rip out his heart, take my knife, cut open his stomach, jump back out there. He must have killed 10 roos by himself. So what I do, jump out there, kill the rest of the roos, and find my mate, and I never leave anywhere without him,
Well, that's an exciting story. But I got a question for you. If you said there was one thing you couldn't bring without you, and that was a mate, where did the dagger come from? Because obviously, that technically counts as one of the things that you bring with you. So if you had to pick between the two, dagger or mate, which would you pick?
I'd definitely bring my mate. He's more valuable to me than any dagger ever. I mean, that dagger was just a little souvenir from a croc I killed, about that size. I trimmed it down a little bit. It's a little hard to swing. It's not a sword,
Alright, so if you only had your mate, are you going to be fighting with your fists? And if so, tell me if you got a good story about your fists. You ever fight anything out there in the Outback just with your fists? That'd be a pretty interesting story to bring to my subscribers.
Well, Yeah, this is before I had the knife. You know, it's back in 1955 or so. Me and my mate were wandering around the wilds of Outback, you know, just minding our own. And what happens, we heard over the telly that, you know, there was a great bird migration in the 1955. And we were like, yeah, we can handle that. We know it ain't coming to Australia. That was like all the way up in England or some shit. Turns out, we turned around, there must have been 50,000 seagulls out there. 50,000. We come up there, we found a cave, you know. We crawled in there, just so happened to be like a saber cat, you know, from the old times. You don't see them very often, but we found one. We ripped his teeth off. We made ourselves a dagger. That's the trusty dagger that I used to use. I got a new one now. Anyway, we made ourselves some daggers, and we must have killed 45,000 of them before I ripped my mate's leg off. You know, it's always that last 5,000, the select few that you just can't kill. You just get so darn tired of killing. But it ripped his leg right off, and you really just... Moral of the story is, you don't ever want to fight with your fists, because you'll break some knuckles, so find a weapon quickly, folks.
Alright, and that's all we got for this commentary, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, definitely leave a like down below. I know that this was something different. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, like my mate said over here, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.